Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCullough.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The Bucs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Well, they were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. McCullough.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't this speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam. And he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Patterson Patterson to start the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Tua. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First and 10, it's Patterson to the 43, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And, boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
From midfield, here's Tua. This one left side, caught by Patterson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they don't run their offense through him.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready, go.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. The 30. 10. 5. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that's a great play for that defensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
God damn you, Greg.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Cut, go.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Cut.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And this will be a Falcons first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Ready, go.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Tua. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 3.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here we go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Steal, check, hut.
Here's Madison running on first down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready.
The right side run with Patterson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Check that.
Patterson on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. Touchdown! Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. And the kick here no good, but a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. And that flag accepted. Coup for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing on first down. McCollum. And this one's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Operating from the gun, McCollum. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They go play action here on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, McCollum. Open man has got one. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And brought in by Brate. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Come on, set.
Tua, a final shot before half.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Ready.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Hut, hut.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Ready.
Here's Patterson again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And complete to Drake London. On the move past the 40. 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll say he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On first down, McCullough.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect, too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Up the gut, Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. McCullough.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
On 1st and 10, McCullough looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. Runs it, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ultra. Ready, go.
Tossing out right here to Patterson.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now on 2nd and 16.
Tua.
Throw left side complete. That's Patterson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
Back to throw. McCullough. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Trucks over him. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
This fielded right at the goal line.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On 2nd down, to run with Patterson.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hey, pull through.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Johnson on the return.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Fournette once more on second down. And some room to work. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I'm going to send you a limit for that jersey, don't worry.
Salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, McCullough.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, McCullough. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Tagovailoa. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the...
Kicking the field goal would have made that a lot easier, but one for the theatrics.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Hey, he called a hell of a game. I couldn't stop shit today.
As this one's in the air.
Yeah, he locked in. I see it.
At the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling field for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory. Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Tampa Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses are piling up as they drop